Good afternoon, all of you. Is the voice is audible? Miradi. Is the voice is clear, all of you? వినపడుతుందమ్మా? ఎవరైనా చెప్పండి రా బాబు రే. రోల్ నెంబర్ 35, 58, 39, రిషిత. If the voice is audible, I think this voice is audible to you. Okay. Today we'll start the unit 3, and the unit 3 is completed. So unit 2, what is the last side heading that you studied? So unit 2, two headings are there. Second heading is completed already. That is microprogram control unit. Now you are going for unit 3. In unit 3, three different parts are there. So first part is central processing unit. Is it okay? First part is central processing unit. వాయిస్ వినపడకపోతే చెప్పండి అమ్మా, ఓకేనా? మాట్లాడండి రా బాబు, ఎవరన్నా మాట్లాడితేనే ఆఫ్లైన్లో క్లాసులో లేని వాళ్ళు మిగతా వాళ్ళు ఎవరైనా ఉంటే చెప్పండి, వినపడుతుందా వినపడట్లేదా?
వినిపిస్తుంది సార్.
ఓకే అమ్మా, చాలు. Next, now third unit, first part is the central processing unit, okay? And you already know central processing unit is nothing but, so what is central processing unit? Central processing unit is nothing but, it is a combination, it is a mixture of registers and your ALU, then your control unit, and it will perform many functions, okay? In general, central processing unit, main first part is register. So it has the processor registers. Why you require the processor register? In order to store the intermediate data while doing some micro operations. Okay. And like example is nothing but, suppose if you are doing any addition R1 plus R2 and you are storing that result in R1. So we can do addition with the help of the central processing unit. Okay. By using control unit only we'll do that operation. So control unit will initiate the micro operation, then ALU will perform the operation. Okay. So like that. So it has the register. So it has the register set, okay, where you can store the intermediate data. Then ALU. Why you require ALU? ALU is nothing but when you want to perform the arithmetic micro operations or logic micro operations or shift micro operations, we require the ALU. So arithmetic micro operations అంటే మీకు ఆల్రెడీ తెలుసు, అడిషన్, సబ్ట్రాక్షన్, ఇంక్రిమెంట్, డిక్రిమెంట్, సో ట్రాన్స్ఫర్. So all these are comes under arithmetic micro operations. Then logic micro operations. Anyone, what are the different logic micro operations? AND operation, AND micro operation, OR micro operation, XOR, complement, all these are logic micro operations. Is it okay? Then shift micro operations, you already know. So in exam also I given shift micro operation is nothing but you can shift the data right side or left side. That is nothing but shift right or shift left. Otherwise circular right shift, circular left shift, like that. Okay. So those are the operations will be performed by the ALU. Now when ALU perform all these operations, then the control unit initiates the micro operations. Then ALU perform specific micro operations. Okay, that is the purpose of the control unit. So control unit we already chadivaru. So control unit is nothing but you can design in two different methods. What are the two different methods you can design in control unit? Hardwired control unit. So hardware, second one is microprogrammed control unit. Hardwired control unit is nothing but it is a combination of both combinational circuits and sequential circuits. Whereas microprogram control unit means, I said no, for each instruction one microprogram will be present in the control memory, and with the help of the control memory will execute all instructions. Okay, and that is nothing but microprogram control unit. Okay. Now in this chapter, so central processing unit, these are the subheadings that we will read. Okay, introduction, then general register organization, stack organization, instruction format, addressing mode, then data transfer and manipulation, program control, risk. Okay, all these maybe if I explain all these topics, it is a little bit similar to previous chapter only. Okay, but all these are very easy. So at least try to listen this chapter. Okay. First one, introduction, I already said. What is the introduction? I said introduction is nothing but the basic what are the main components of the CPU. So main components ఏమున్నాయి చూడండి ఈ diagram లో. The main components of the CPU is ALU and registers, register set, okay? Then control unit. I already said now why registers are required to store the data, intermediate data. Why you require ALU to perform the micro operations. Huh. Then what is the purpose of the control unit? Control unit will initiate the micro operations. Based on that, ALU will perform the specific task. Okay. So these are the components of the CPU. Okay. Now today we will see the first topic, that is general register organization. Is it okay? So general register organization. First of all of you, register. Why you require register? A point చెప్పండి ఎవరన్నా. Why you require a register? చాలాసార్లు చెప్పాను కదా, వై రిక్వైర్డ్ రిజిస్టర్. రిజిస్టర్స్ ఆర్ రిక్వైర్డ్ టు స్టోర్ ద ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్. సో ఫర్ డూయింగ్ ఎనీ మైక్రో ఆపరేషన్ ద ఇంటర్మీడియట్ డేటా విల్ బి స్టోర్డ్ ఇన్ ద రిజిస్టర్స్. నౌ ఇన్ దిస్ డయాగ్రామ్, నౌ ట్రై టు ఐడెంటిఫై. రే బాబు మాట్లాడద్దు, ఎవరు మాట్లాడితే వాళ్ళు ఆన్సర్ చెప్తారు. సో హౌ మెనీ రిజిస్టర్స్ ఆర్ దేర్ హియర్? చూడండి అందరు డయాగ్రామ్ చూసి చెప్పండి. హౌ మెనీ రిజిస్టర్స్ ఆర్ దేర్? R1 to R7. Register is, now I will ask one important question in your exam. Register is what type of circuit? Combination question answers are combination circuit, sequential circuit, both combination and sequential, or none. What is the answer? What is the answer? Register is what type of a circuit? What type of circuit it is? Combinational, sequential, or both, or none? So once again 0. Oh. So it is a sequential circuit. Register is a sequential circuit. See here. Now how to identify that it is a sequential circuit? You might have one doubt. Whenever any component has clock signal, it is a sequential circuit. ఇక్కడ చూడండి రిజిస్టర్ క్లాక్ ఉందని చెక్ చేయండి డయాగ్రామ్ లో. సో ఇట్ హ్యాస్ ద క్లాక్ సిగ్నల్. సో ఇట్ ఈస్ వాట్ సర్క్యూట్? Sequential circuit. Okay. Now similarly, here one decoder is there. What is the decoder size? 3/8. 3/8 ante meaning ante 3 inputs, 8 outputs. Is it okay? Now can anyone, if the decoder input is 000, which bit is active? మీకు ఇవన్నీ చదివారు, ఇంతకుముందే చదివారు. You already heard about the decoder in our DLD subject, and in previous chapters also I explained. When the inputs are 000, which line will be active? Totally will get 8 lines starting from 0 to 7. So whenever it is 000, 0th line will be active. Is it okay? Whenever it is 001, which line will be active? First line will be active. Active ante meaning enti 1. Active ante meaning 1. So అప్పుడు ఏమొస్తుంది? 001 ఇస్తే ఆన్సర్ ఏంటో చెప్పండి. సో totally you have 8 bits, no? So only first bit is active. 0th position is 0. Second position to 7th position are zeros, whereas first position is 1. Now the question is, the decoder is a what type of circuit? Combinational or sequential? Combinational or sequential, or both, or none? What is the answer? చెప్పరు బాబు. చూడండి, మీరు వెంటనే చెప్పొద్దు ఆన్సర్. మీకు ఎప్పుడైతే ఆన్సర్ వెంటనే వస్తుందో దానికి ఆపోజిట్ చెప్పండి, కరెక్ట్ అయిపోతుంది మ్యాక్సిమం. మీకు వచ్చిన ఆన్సర్కి ఆపోజిట్ చేయండి, ఆన్సర్ కరెక్ట్ అవుతుంది. సీక్వెన్షియల్ అన్నారు, సో ఇట్ ఈస్ ఎ కాంబినేషన్ సర్క్యూట్. వై ఇట్ ఈస్ ఎ కాంబినేషన్ సర్క్యూట్? బికాస్ ఇట్ డజంట్ హ్యావ్ ఎనీ క్లాక్ సిగ్నల్. క్లాక్ ఉంటే సీక్వెన్షియల్, క్లాక్ లేకపోతే combination. So if in exam you ask that decoder is what, you have to write combinational. Okay. Next multiplexer. Student, how many selection lines are there? 3 selection lines are. How many inputs are there? లెక్కండి, పైన ఉన్నాయి వెయిట్ ఇన్పుట్స్ లెక్కండి ఎన్ని ఉన్నాయో. ప్రతిసారి నంబరింగ్ ఉండదు, అర్థమైందా? సో ఆల్వేస్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు కౌంట్ ఫ్రమ్ 0. సో count from 0, not from first 1. Okay, always you have to start from 0. So 0 నుంచి లెక్కేస్తే ఇటు సైడ్ నుంచి లెక్కండి, రైట్ టు లెఫ్ట్. సో 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. సో అంటే మీరు ఏం చెప్పాలి? టోటల్లీ 8, బట్ స్టార్టింగ్ ఫ్రమ్ 0 ఎండింగ్ విత్ 7th లైన్. Is it okay? And how many outputs are there here? 1 output. So what is the final one? 3 selection lines, 8 input lines, 1 output line. So what is the multiplexer size? Multiplexer size depends on only input and output. Input is 8, output is 1. So what is 8 cross 1? So this multiplexer is 8 cross 1. And what about this multiplexer? ఎన్ని ఉన్నాయి చెక్ చేయండి ఇన్పుట్స్ 8 అవుట్పుట్ 1 సెలక్షన్ లైన్స్ 3. సో వాట్ ఇస్ ద సైజ్ ఆఫ్ ద మల్టీప్లెక్సర్ 8 by 1. So 2 multiplexers of size 8 by 1. Okay. Now can you see multiplexer, the first multiplexer output is what? A bus, that is one bus, A bus. What about multiplexer B? B bus. Now last one, ALU. What is the ALU observation? Arithmetic logic unit. Here how many selection lines are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these, based on these 5 lines, we'll do particular operation. It may be addition, or it may be subtraction, or end operation. What I am saying, are you understanding? Based on the 5 inputs of the ALU, it is predefined. Okay. Based on those inputs, I will perform that particular operation. Okay. So that is the output. And this output is given to any one of the register that you want to give. Okay. Now the operation is, now I want to perform one operation. So I want to perform addition operation. The addition operation is nothing but I want to do R2 plus R3. I want to do addition operation. What I want to do? R2 plus, otherwise I want to do subtraction operation. R2 minus R3 and store that value in R1. Are you understand what I said? So what is the operation that I want to do? R2 minus R3, subtraction between two registers and store that value in R1 register. ఇప్పుడు చెప్పండి all of you. The first step, first 4 steps చెప్తాను, తర్వాత మీరు చెప్పండి ఆన్సర్ ఏంటో. The first step is, first you have to select the R2. So first I have to select the R2 on which bus? A bus. First I have to transfer this R2 on A bus. Then second step, I have to select the R3 on B bus. Now I selected R2, R3. Now I want to, what I have to do? What is the operation that I want to do? I want to do subtraction operation. How to do the subtraction operation? Based on these 5 OPR inputs. Based on these 5 inputs, we will perform particular operation. Now for subtraction, whatever input that you have to give, those 5 bits you have to give. Then what is the result I will get? R2 minus R3. Now where I want to store that R2 minus R3? R1. ఇప్పుడు 1 by 1 చెప్పండి. Now multiplexer A output ఏంటి? R2. To select R2, what are the selection lines you have to give? చెప్పండి. What are the selection lines you have to give? చెక్ చేయండి, అక్కడ లైన్స్ దేని కనెక్ట్ అయినా చెక్ చేయండి. 0th లైన్ దేని కనెక్ట్ అయినా చెప్పండి. ప్రతిసారి నంబరింగ్ ఇవ్వరు, మీరు చిన్నపిల్లలు కాదు. 0, 1, 2, 3 అని చెప్పరు. స్టార్టింగ్ 0 అనుకొని డిఫాల్ట్గా చేయాలి. ఓకే. సో 0th పిన్ ఈజ్ కనెక్టెడ్ టు వేర్? చెక్ చేయండి, ఇక్కడ చూపిస్తున్నాను నేను. దిస్ ఈజ్ 0th పిన్ ఈజ్ కనెక్టెడ్ టు ఇన్పుట్. సో ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ దట్. ఐ వాంట్ R2. R2 దేనికి కనెక్ట్ అయిందో చెక్ చేసుకోండి. See here, this line. R2 నుంచి చెక్ చేయండి. This line only, no? So what is the selection line to select the second input line? Second input line select చేయాలంటే multiplexer కి what is the input that you have to give? 0, 1, 0. So when you give multiplexer selection lines are 0, 1, 0, then I will select second input line. Second input line is connected to R2. So R2 comes on A bus. Is it okay? Now similarly, here what I have to select? Multiplexer B, R3. To select R3, what are the selection lines I have to give? ఇక్కడ చూడండి అమ్మా, R3 ఎక్కడ కనెక్ట్ అయిందో చెక్ చేయండి. ఏ లైన్ కనెక్ట్ అయింది R3? R3 line is third input line. Third input line అంటే selection lines ఏంటి? 0, 1, 1. If it is 0, 1, 1, we will select the third input line. So R3 comes on the B bus. Is it okay, all of you? Now based on this operation code, now assume that for subtraction some code is there. I will give that code. Okay. Later I will show that. Now we will perform R2 minus R3. Now where I have to store? సో డికోడర్ అవుట్పుట్ సెలక్షన్ లైన్స్ ఏముండాలి చెప్పండి. R1లో రాయాలంటే డికోడర్ ఇన్పుట్స్ ఏముండాలి? ఎస్. సో ఫస్ట్ ఇన్పుట్ లైన్ హ్యాస్ టు బి యాక్టివ్. ఫస్ట్ ఇన్పుట్ లైన్ హ్యాస్ టు బి యాక్టివ్ అంటే డికోడర్కి ఏమి ఇవ్వాలి? సేమ్ 0 0 1. ఇఫ్ యూ గివ్ 0 0 1, this output will be transferred to R1. Are you understand? And this diagram easily explained with the help of the next slide. So whatever operation I said, no, that is there. చూడండి ఇక్కడ ఏం చేసాము. Maybe here he performed R2 plus R3, but operation is same. First ఏం చేయాలి? Bus R2 you have to transform on bus A. Second ఏం చేయాలి? First one ఏంటి? Multiplexer A. You have to select the R2. Multiplexer B. You have to select the R3. Then ALU. Here it is addition operation. If it is subtraction, subtraction you have to do. Then finally, the output you have to transfer to R1. Okay? This is the, now totally, now in this diagram, multiplexer A, how many selection lines? Anyone? Choose చెప్పండి ఇక్కడ. 3. Multiplexer B, 3. Per decoder. Decoder కూడా 3 కదా selection lines. Then ALU కి 5. 3, 3, 3, 5. So totally how many lines? 14. 3 plus 3 plus 3, 9. 9 plus 5, 14. Now to perform an operation, we require how many lines? 14 lines. Okay? Though that is called as control word. Okay? See the next slide. Now we'll understand. Chudandamma, control word means how many bits are there? Multiplexer A 3, multiplexer B 3, decoder 3. Then operation, what is the corresponding? 5 bits. Totally 14 bits is called as what? Control word. Now మీకు ఆల్రెడీ చెప్పాను ఇందాకే. Now if you want to select R7, anyone, what is the selection line I have to give? Now I want to select the R7. So what is the selection lines I have to give? 111. Now here also, I want to select this R7 on A and on B. Here also what you have to give? 111 only. Are you understand all of it? Suppose I want to select 4, R4, 100. Simple. Now see here, see this table. Suppose if you want to select R4, chudandi, binary code, what is the code I am giving? 100. If I give 100, what is the multiplexer A output? R4. What is the multiplexer B output? R4 only. Similarly, what is the decoder output? R4. Are you understand all of it? Suppose I want to select R6, 110 is same for all. Okay. Now the code. Now encoding, I already said, no, based on this operation, based on this 5-bit operation code, I am performing the operations. Those are predefined. Now I am showing that chain ఇక్కడ అందరూ 5 zeros ఉంటే ఆపరేషన్ ఏంటో చెప్పండి. ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ ఏ అక్యుములేటర్. ద నెక్స్ట్ అదే 00010 అంటే మీనింగ్ ఏంటి? యాడ్ ఏ ప్లస్ బి అంటే అడిషన్. అదే 4 zeros 1 ఉంటే ఇంక్రిమెంట్ ఏ. ఇంక్రిమెంట్ ఏ అంటే తెలుసు కదా. సపోజ్ యూ హ్యావ్ 4, ఇంక్రిమెంట్ అంటే 4 plus 1 5. Okay. Suppose in exam will ask like this also. You have 4 and increment 3 times. What is the answer? 7. Don't write 5 because I said increment 3 times. So you have to write 7. Next. Similarly, now I want to do end operation. In exam I will give that 0 1 0 0 0. It is what operation? Em operation check cheyandi. End operation. So end operation you already know. 0 0 is the output enti end ki? 0 0 0 0 1 0 1 0 1 1 1 like that. I will give A value some value, B value some value. Now I will ask that what is the end gate output. Okay, like this. Now I will show one operation. Now based on this table, I am setting the one example. So just first operation emundo chudandi ikkada. R2 minus R3 అంటే ఏం ఆపరేషన్? R2 minus R3 అంటే ఏం ఆపరేషన్? సబ్ట్రాక్షన్. స్టోరింగ్ వేర్? R1. Is it okay? Now ఇందులో ఫస్ట్ మల్టీప్లెక్సర్ ఏ అవుట్పుట్ ఏంటి? Multiplexer ఏ అవుట్పుట్? టు సెలెక్ట్ R2 what are the selection lines? 0 1 0 0 1 0. ఇప్పుడు చెక్ చేయండి ఇక్కడ ఏముంది? Is it okay? 0 1 0. Is it okay? నెక్స్ట్ సెకండ్ రిజిస్టర్ ఏంటి? మల్టీప్లెక్సర్ బి R3. R3 ఏంటి? 0 1 1. సో కోడ్ ఏముంది ఇక్కడ? Is it okay? Now I want to store the result where? So R1 అంటే decoder selection lines ఏమి ఇవ్వాలి? 0 0 1. See here, what is the code? 0 0 1. Is it okay? Now what is the operation? Subtraction code ఏంటో చూడండి ఇక్కడ. 00. అదే కదా ఇక్కడ ఉంది. Are you understand how you did this? So in exam, I will give this. R1 tends to R2 minus R3. What is the control word for this in binary? అప్పుడు మీరు అది రాయాలి. ఏది రాయాలి? ఈ కోడ్ రాయాలి. Are you understand what I am saying? Now similarly, ఇది చెప్పండి. R6 plus 1. అంటే ఇది this is belongs to which type? Increment by 1. So R6 is the source. Is it okay? R6 source అయితే కోడ్ ఏంటి? 110. So 110. So మనకి ఇక్కడ సెకండ్ రిజిస్టర్ is not required. Okay? So it is nil. Okay? And for that you will write as 000. Okay? No problem. 000. This 000 is nothing but input 1. Okay? మీకు చూడండి ఆ డయాగ్రామ్లో మీకు డౌట్ ఉంటుంది. 000 R1 కనెక్ట్ అవ్వలేదు. 001 is connected to R1. 000 is connected to input. Input అంటే 1. Okay? So 000. Next, storing the result where? R6 అంటే కోడ్ ఎంత? 110. ఇంక్రిమెంట్ కోడ్ ఏంటి? 4 zeros 1. So 4 zeros 1. Are you understand how I did this? So like this you have to do. Okay? So this is nothing but example for ALU micro operation. Okay? Is it okay? Anyone have any doubt means you can ask. Similarly last ఒక్కటి చెక్ చేయండి. R4 shift left R4. Shift left R4 లో కోర్స్ ఏంటి? R4 కోడ్ ఏంటి? 100. Nothing is there, so 000. And storing the result in R4, so 100. Shift left కి కోడ్ ఏముందో చూడండి. 11000. Is it okay? That code you have to place there. Okay? So this is the example for ALU micro operation. Now next one is stack. Anyone you heard about stack? What is stack? Stack చదువుంటారు మీరు ఎక్కడ కూడా చదువుంటారు. So you already studied Q. Q is nothing but first in first out. The element which entered first that leaves the first one. Whereas stack is nothing but last in first out. Who entered last they will leave first. క్లాస్ ఎవరు లేట్కి వస్తారో ఫస్ట్ వాళ్ళే వెళ్ళిపోతారు కదా క్లాస్ అయిపోతుంది. సో ఆటోమేటిక్గా. సో stack is example for LIFO or FIFO or like that. So what is the example? Last in first out. Okay? And using stack you will do two important operations. Those are push and pop. Okay? And to access the stack we require the stack pointer. Okay? Now I will explain the push operation. All of you see the stack. How many memory locations are there? Check చేయండి. How many memory locations are there? 64, but starting from 0, ending at 63. Now initially stack pointer always pointed to 0th memory location. Are you understand what I am saying? Initially stack pointer is pointed to 0th memory location. Now I want to store the data. Whenever stack pointer contains 0, so this is nothing but what? Empty is 1. So entire stack is empty. And full is 0. Full 0 ante meaning enti? It is not full. Empty 1 ante meaning enti? It is empty. Both meanings are same. Full 0 ante it is empty. Initially ఏమని చెప్పాను? Stack pointer points to 0. Now I want to perform push operation. Push operation is nothing but now you have some data with you. I want to store that data in the stack. Okay? All of you okay? Now ఏం చెప్పాను first point? Initially stack pointer points to 0. Is it okay? Now I want to store A. I want to store A in stack. So in operation is increment stack pointer by 1. So initially pointed to 0. Is it okay? Initially pointed to 0. Now increment stack pointer by 1. ఏమొస్తుంది? So it points to first memory location. Now store A in first memory location. Is it okay? Now I want to store B. I want to store B. Same process. What I have to do? Increment stack pointer by 1. Then store B in second memory location. Then next, increment stack pointer by 1. Store C in third memory location. Is it okay? The process goes like this. Now in 63 also we stored something. 63 also you stored some okay. Now once again I want to store. Then what happens? Stack comes to 63. Assume that here also I stored A. I can store no. Now I want to store B in the next memory location. So where it will go? Now increment 63 by 1. What happens? No, not 64. It comes to 0. Are you understand? Once again rotation cycle goes. If it is seconds, see in your watch also after second 60 seconds, once again it starts from 1, 2, 3 like that. So after 60, once again 1. So like that after 63 it comes to 0. Now 0. Now stack pointer contains what value? 0. Now see the condition. What is the condition here? Check చేయండి ఇది. If SP equal to 0. If SP equal to 0, then what is the meaning of that? It becomes full. Initially it is not that, okay? But now SP is 0. Now what happens? The stack is full. So we can't store any data. Are you understand what I said? అర్థమైందా బాబు? So when SP become equal to 0, if SP equal to 0, then the stack is full. Okay? Because of stack is full, that means full is 1. Full is 1 ante empty is 0. Okay? This is called as the push operation. So push operation ante em chesaru cheppandi? Push ante em chesaru? Initially stack pointer pointed to 0th memory location. If I want to store A, increment stack pointer by 1, then store the data. Now once again I want to store. Increment stack pointer by 1, store the data. Now pop. Okay. Now assume that stack pointer is pointed to third memory location. What is the data present? Data or content? I can't say that it is data or address. Okay. Some content information. So third stack pointer is pointed to third memory location. What is the content present in that? C. Now the operation is pop. Okay. So whenever it is pop, stack pointer is pointed to third memory location. So read that data. Read that content. So what is that content? C. Then decrement stack pointer by 1. What is the now? Actually pointed to third memory location. Now decrement by 1. Decrement by 1 ante second memory location. Once again read B. Now once again decrement. Now what is the content? A. Is it okay? Next, once again decrement by 1. 0. Now see the condition here. If SP is 0, what is the meaning of this? Now the stack is free. That means empty is 1. That means entire stack is free. At the same time, Nothing is filled in the stack. So full is nothing but 0. Okay, like this. Okay. Based on this, I will show tomorrow this. Okay. Tomorrow I will explain this. But operation is this only. Push అంటే ఏం చేయాలి ఒక్కటి చెప్పండి. Push అంటే ఏం చేయాలి చెప్పండి. What you have to do for push operation? Increment by 1, then store the data. అదే pop అంటే read the data, then decrement. Read the data in that location, then decrement. అదే push లో అయితే increment, then store the data. Increment and then store the data. Pop లో అయితే first read the data, then decrement. Okay. Try to remember this. Based on this push and pop, tomorrow we will see the next slide. Okay. If anyone have any doubt, you can ask. And this PPT also I will share to you. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Okay.